And a very good evening, volleyball fans. We welcome you to the Thunderdome here in Iola for this matchup in the CWC East. It is the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds and the Warhawks of Weyauwega-Fremont going head-to-head here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Wendland, Andrew Borchard on the production side of things this evening, as these teams will both be in their third conference match of the season. Both teams coming in 1-1 in conference play. Thunderbirds 7-10 overall, Warhawks 4-9. Of course, our pregame coverage brought to you by Lions Remax Realty tonight, as these two teams match up. Second time I've had a chance this year to call a game here from the balcony in the Thunderdome, a place when it is full. It's very loud, very energetic, and it's a good crowd already in tonight. Good, strong student section. It goes Weyauwega fairly local as well, about 20 minutes. They're filling out their side of the gym very well as we approach the final few moments of our pregame coverage. Both these teams had tournaments over the weekend. Both teams went 1-2 in their tournaments. Thunderbirds were in Clintonville. Warhawks were at Fox Valley Lutheran. And both teams 1-3 in the month of September in 5-set matches. So all signs point to this being a very even matchup that has all the earmarks of going at least 4 and maybe 5, depending on how these first couple of sets really shake out. And both these teams will be back on the road. They'll be switched. Iola's going to be on the road on Thursday. They'll be in Manawa. Weyauwega-Fremont will be back home. They'll be hosting the Amherst Falcons. So the clock winds down. Both teams have gotten their warm-ups in. We'll turn things over to our public address in just a moment, see if we will have an anthem, and then we'll have your Associated Bank starting lineups coming up in just a moment as well. That's all going to be right here on Zaleski Sports. As everything is pushed off, now we'll turn things over to our PA.
When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
Our anthem concluded. We're moments away from the opening serve. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you this evening by Associated Bank. Whatever market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. We'll start with the visitors. They'll be on the far side, top of your screen. Weyauwega-Fremont. Coach Hugh Billington will send out this lineup as Iola-Scandinavia will start with the serve. It'll be a senior, number 1, Jalen Lorkey. A junior, number 6, Abriel Toma Lorkey. A senior, number 7, Elizabeth Coplian. A junior, number 12, Alana Chaplin. A junior, number 14, Mariah Bayman. A senior, number 16, McKenna Ferg. And your libero will be number 2, Josie Barrel. So again, Lorkey, Toma Lorkey, Coplian, Chaplin, Bayman, Ferg, and Barrel for the Warhawks in their red jerseys, white shoulders and numbers. Libero, reverse that. White jersey, red numbers, and shoulders. On the bottom of your screen, the near side for the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds in their black jerseys, orange numbers, orange and gray stripes on the side. Libero in orange with white numbers, black and gray stripes. Coach Houston Kijewski will line up as follows. A senior, number 5, Olivia Field. Junior, number 7, Emma Prince. Senior, number 8, Ava Weinreis. Senior, number 9, Brooklyn Behrens. Senior, number 10, Ava Prince. And sophomore, number 23, Maggie Moss. Your libero is a senior. Number 18, Sienna Miller. Again, Thiel, Prince, Weinreis, Behrens, Prince, and Moss with Miller as the libero tonight for the Thunderbirds. Again, starting lines have been brought to you this evening by Associated Bank. We're in every market they serve. Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. And glad to have you here in the Thunderdome. Should be a very fun match to keep an eye on in the CWC East. Currently 64 degrees outside, a bit warmer in here in this gym. All in all, a nice night. Finally getting more toward typical fall weather. As they turn things over, Weyauwega-Fremont took the JV match 2-1. As they get the lineups being announced by the public address. Again, Iola-Scandinavia will start with the serve here in the first set, near side. As they get the typical Iola-Scandinavia music playing to get everything lined up, it's Thunderstruck by AC/DC. The song during my time here I heard hundreds if not thousands of times. It's the unofficial theme song of the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds. These two teams are long-time rivals. Almost always conference rivals. As our officials look to be in place, ready to go. Teams getting their final words of encouragement, getting everything ready to go and lined up. And on the bottom of your screen, the near side, as I will call it, is the Thunderbirds in their black jerseys. Far side, top of the screen, in red, are the Warhawks. Both teams coming in 1-1 in the CWC East. Both teams have taken down Menominee Nation. Both teams lost 5-set thrillers to other conference teams. For the Thunderbirds, it was Wittenberg-Burnhamwood. For Weyauwega-Fremont, it was Shiocton. So our officials getting the lineups correct. They'll wave in the libero in the form of Miller. Warhawks libero waved in as well in the form of Josie Barrel. The opening serve begins this one to the back row to Barrel. On the pass all the way across, the big swing, and that's dug out by Miller. That one was back over by Ebriel Toma Lorky. That one tipped over, free ball for the Thunderbirds. Pass back to the right side, off the tip. Diving play made, but it's through. An early kill for Olivia Thiel. First point for the Thunderbirds. Might as well that El Poblano Mexican-American Grill brings a full and diverse menu of breakfast, lunch, and dinner options to Wapaka with always fresh and always authentic. Stop into El Poblano, County Road QQ in Wapaka. Warhawks tie it up on the kill. Back to serve Jalen Lurkey. And that's a service there. That one too long. Ava Weinreis rotates back in, the barrel off. Have to go chase the volleyball into the hallways behind the gym. Moss to serve to the sideline. That's dug out there. The pass and then just over, not much on it, free ball. Middle pass, big swing off the block from Ava Prince. Left side pass this time. Weinreis dug out in the back row. That one is around the antenna and out. A miss hit by Adriel Tomalorki. 3-1 Iola-Scandinavia here in the first set. That one dug out by Tomalorki. That one then hit into the net by McKenna Ferg. It's 4-1 Thunderbirds. Maggie Moss, the lone sophomore on the varsity roster, serves top spinner and an ace for Moss. 5-1 Thunderbirds. Iola, no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need and all at the lowest prices. This serve is returned. That one off the block, dug out there by Behrens off the block. Pass to Weinreis off the left, and that one is set long. Point, Warhawks inside out. 2 serving 5. Adriel Tomalorki serving for the Warhawks. Moss, Prince. That one sent a little knuckleball from Ava Prince. That one dug out by Behrens. Behrens from behind the 10-foot line. Dug out there by Jalen Lorkie. Middle pass. That one dug out by Moss. Pass to the left. That one just aimed to the back row. There is Tomalorki. Joust at the net and through. Point, Weyauwega-Fremont. Tomalorki to serve. A little bit of a knuckleball to the Behrens. Prince passes to the left. Good pass, a little tip, and that's down. Weinreis tips it through. Back to serve will be the senior Ava Prince. That one's just kept alive to the back corner. There's Moss. Prince with the pass. That's off the block and right back over. Nice play there by Mariah Bayman. That one over, and that was on the line. Point, Thunderbirds. Diving to try and keep that one alive was Alana Chaplin. 7-3 Iola-Scandinavia. Into the back row and an ace. That one took a left turn and went right under the back line. And Ava Prince makes it 8-3 Thunderbirds. Side spinner dug out by Tomalorki. Pass for Chaplin, aims it, and that's in. That's right on the line. Point, Warhawks. Just kept that one in. Into the game, senior Maya Munoz, a DS defensive specialist. McKenna Ferg serves. Moss, Prince. That's through the block and down for Weinreis. Might as well, now is the time for that new roofing project that you've been putting off. Call Bob Gould Roofing for that brand new roof your home deserves. That's Bob Gould Roofing in Amherst. That one dug out by Barrel. That one aimed right there was Prince. The pass, Weinreis has to get it over, and she does. Free ball for the Warhawks. The pass, give and go. Chaplin with the swing, dug out by Moss. Left side pass, Weinreis off the block and down. Another kill for Ava Weinreis. 10-4 Thunderbirds. In to serve, senior Maggie Williams, number 17. That one to the back row. Pass to the middle, aimed over. Moss is there to cover. Prince, middle pass. That one off the block, kept alive. And that was going to be out, and then off of the speaker and down. A misplay by the Thunderbirds gives the side out on the point. To the Warhawks as Katie Rosenthal checks in. Five serving 10 to the back row. Munoz. Behrens. And that can't get over. That's going to be an ace. Couple passes off there. 6 serving 10 for the Warhawks. It is their center, Mariah Bayman, who will serve. Knuckling serve dug out by Munoz. Prince passes Weinreich from the right. Aims cross court. Good return there by Jalen Norkey. That one top spun by Chaplin. There's Moss. Middle pass. That one aimed through and down. Brooklyn Barons with the kill. As Weinreich back to serve. 11-6. Barrel. Bayman. That one sent long by Elizabeth Copeland. 12-6. Line drive serve just clears the net. Chaplin from the left, a little backhand dug out by Rosenthal. Weinreich with the pass. Munoz from the back row. Back pass for Lorkey. She'll send it wide and one hop, Coach Krzyzewski. Point Thunderbirds, 13-6. So far, the serving been very strong. That one then into the net. Point Thunderbirds, 14-6. Coach Billington not taking a timeout. Weinreich just off the top of the net, dug out by Toma Lorkey. Chaplin punches one over into the net. And there is the timeout by the Warhawks. 15-6 Iola-Scandinavia in the first set. As you're watching Central Wisconsin East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Lions Remax Realty.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
Out of the timeout, 15-6. Ava Weinreich continues to serve for the Thunderbirds. She'll topspin one to the back row. There is Toma Lorkey. Pass across. That one's sent over by Jalen Lorkey. Easy return. Here's Moss with her first chance. It's blocked at the net. Kept alive, though. And then over by Emma Prince. Barrel with the pass. That one a bit strong. They go cross court and down. Well placed by Alana Chaplin. Gets the side out. A much needed side out for the Warhawks. Just a perfectly placed, sharp angle cross-court swing. Chaplin now back to serve. To the sideline. Munoz, that's going to be up almost to us. Hits the 1,000-point basketball banners off to our left. In the sun balcony, you got to keep your head on a swivel. I got conked by one during warm-ups. That one dug out. Rosenthal keeps it alive and over. Pass. Big swing. And that one's over my head. And that will eventually make its way down the stairs. That's a big-time swing and a couple of points for the Warhawks. Barons with the pass. Moss just bumps it over. Free ball. Lorkey. Bayman, big swing, dug out. That's Copeland in the middle. To the back row, there is Chaplin. Left hand off with the left, kept alive and back over by Barons on one. Barons, Rosenthal, punched over, and they're going to call a 4 hits. Point Warhawks. That's 3 in a row by Chaplin. On the service line. Side spinner. And that's mishit and an ace. It's back within 4. It was 15-6 out of the timeout. Now it's 15-11. Munoz, Rosenthal, Miller the back row. They're going to go for Munoz. That's a good pass to Moss. A little tip. Dugouts and down. Almost a spectacular dig by Mariah Bayman. But it went into the net. Barron's back to serve. Ava Prince back onto the floor. 16-11 for Iola-Scandinavia. Barrel on the return from the back row. Bayman with the bump pass, and that's into the net. Point Thunderbirds. Might as well cast your own future at Weyauwega Foundry. They're now hiring for a number of open positions with a great environment and a chance to work your way up the ladder and truly build your career. So cast your own future, jobs.weyauwagafoundry.com. Now into the back row, there's Toma Lorky. Played back and then over, free ball. That does make it through. Moss. Prince aims it toward the sideline. There's Bayman. Barrel with the pass. Lorky on the swing. Moss just aims it through. That's a sliding play made. And then Prince tops one over to Chaplin. That one aimed to the back row. There's Miller. Joust put back, dug out by Barons. That one off the block. Barrel is there. Chaplin with a nice pass. That one aimed to the back. There's Emma Prince. Barons with the pass to the left. Moss, flat-footed, sends it to the back row. Chaplin. Bayman. That one off the block. There's Barons. Prince dumps it and through. Beautiful backhand dump by Emma Prince. Makes it 18-11. Really nice rally. When I was here a couple of weeks ago when they played Pacelli, those types of rallies had gone consistently against the Thunderbirds. This time they get a point on a really long rally. Chaplin to the back row. Rosenthal. Prince. Moss down. 19-11. Barons. Line drive. Into the net on the return, but Thunderbirds keep it alive to the back row. There's Chaplin. Bayman across. Toma Lorky sends one out. Too long. No touch. Thunderbirds first ones to 20, and there's the second timeout of the set. Taken by the Warhawks. It's 20-11. Iola-Scandinavia on top. You're watching Central Wisconsin Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you tonight by Lions Remax Realty.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Weyauwega has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Weyauwega.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
As we get set to resume play, 20-11. Iola-Scandinavia on top here in the first. They had led as much as 15-6. And now 5 in a row from Brooklyn Barons, or 4 in a row, I should say, from Barons on the serving line. The return, Bayman back pass. That one sent wide. Point, Iola-Scandinavia trying to go down the line was Elizabeth Coplian. 21-11. Barons to the corner. Middle pass, I think a miscommunication there, but Moss is able to recover. Pass for Prince to Prince. Oh, it's blocked at the net. Emma Prince for Moss on the left side, the tip. And that's over. Bayman with the pass this time, this side from Toma Lorky. Dug out by Barons. Into the net, kept alive and over. There's Miller, but down. Coplian will get the kill. And a needed side out for the Warhawks as Coplian is going to go back to serve. Down by 9. Knuckling, diving serve, pass the middle. Moss. Spinning play made by Alana Chaplin. Then a missed pass and then over and in. Rosenthal let it go, and it looked like it was carrying out, but it does not. It stays true, and it's 13 serving 21. Warhawks with the serve, Copeland. It's returned by Sienna Miller. Back row attack from Behrens, knuckling into the corner. There's Chaplin on the return. At the net. That one is off the block of Moss. Kill there by McKenna Ferg. 21-14. Miller on the receive. Prince. Moss with the tip over the block. That's punched and kept alive by Ferg. And then just over Miller. Prince all the way across. Moss blocked through the block and down. The kill for Maggie Moss. Field back in. Prince will serve. Emma Prince. That's dug out by Barrow and an ace. 23-14. There's been one service error combined. It's been a very clean first set as far as the serve goes. Lurkey, Bayman, Ferg. Sends it through. That was our most emphatic kill of the match so far. 23-15. Barron's on the receive. Tight pass for Prince to Prince. There's Bayman. Barrow calls for it and passes it. Back row, that's Moss there on the return. Pass back, here's Behrens over off the block and down. Brooklyn Behrens gets another kill. Sorry, that's Thiel, my apologies. Thiel with the kill on the right side. And now set point. Weinreis back on the floor. It's Moss who will serve. To the sideline, there's Toma Lurkey. Ferg hits that back corner perfectly placed on the kill for McKenna Ferg. Warhawks stay alive. This will be the second of up to 9 set points the Thunderbirds have if needed. Up to Embryo Toma Lurkey. Sideline, Weinreis. Give and go, Weinreis fires it off the block and ends the first set 25-16. We have played one complete. Thunderbirds lead the match 1-0 as you're watching Central Wisconsin Conference East Division Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Lions Remax Realty.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
It's more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. Electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs at Weyauwega Foundry make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.weyauwega.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
As we get set for the second set, reminder as well that the restoration experts in Weyauwega are the place to turn when things go wrong in your home or commercial business. From weather damage, water issues, fires, sewage, or just general cleanup, let the restoration experts get your home back the way it was intended. Iola-Scandinavia took the first set, 25-16. Weyauwega-Fremont will start with the serve here in the second. Teams do not switch sides. The line judges will switch. Teams can stay on their preferred bench. And Thunderbirds near side. Weyauwega-Fremont far side, nearest to the doors of the school. Here in Iola. Liberos both waved back in. We're set to resume play. Jalen Lurkey serving for the Warhawks. Along with Chaplin, Barrel, Ferg, Toma Lurkey, and Kendall Pomrenning. That one aimed to the back row. There's a return by Behrens. Middle pass. Ava Prince off the block. What a diving play by Lurkey. Joust at the net. Barrel is there, and it goes over the head of Chaplin. First point of the second belongs to the Thunderbirds. Emma Prince will start with the serve for IS. That one is down and ace. Now into the back row. Ferg off the block and down. Kill for McKenna Ferg. Gabriel Toma Lurkey to serve for the Warhawks now, down by one. One serving two. Miller somehow it doesn't hit any of the rafters. Prince to the back row. There is Toma Lurkey to Lurkey. Chaplin. Miller there on the dig. Emma Prince all the way across to the back row for Behrens. Barrel is there, but her return goes off the back wall. Behrens with the kill. Moss to the serve. Might as well to experience Weyauwaga's premier lakefront restaurant at Indian Crossing Casino. You'll find a delicious menu, live music, and stunning lake views all under one roof at Indian Crossing Casino, County Highway Q in Weyauwega. A big thanks to all of these local businesses helping us bring these games to you guys in the CWC, the Northeastern Conference specifically. Barrel, then Lurkey, and then Chaplin over. Free ball. Behrens, pass to Thiel, and that one is sent wide. Points, Warhawks. Ferg serves. That's off the bicep of Behrens, and there's Weinreis over the block, and a diving play by Chaplin. Keeps it alive, and then a miscommunication between Copeland and Lurkey. Points. Thunderbirds, Munoz in to serve for Ava Prince. That one returned. Back pass. Sliding play by Lurkey, then Barrel with the pass. Chaplin to the back row, there's Moss. That one off the block and through for Weinreis. That was off the hands of Kendall Pomrenning. 5-2 Iola-Scandinavia. Maya Munoz serving. Top spinner to the back row, there's Chaplin. Middle pass off the block and down. There's Copeland. Bayman back on the floor. And she will serve. Got a pretty loud, boisterous crowd here tonight. Everything amplified as we sit in the balcony. Sliding play by Munoz, or in the back row it goes. That one tipped over by Copley, but right there was Prince. That one aimed to the sideline, cross court from Weinreis. That one is miscommunication and down. Chaplin with the kill. Back within 1, 4 serving 5. For Mariah Bayman. That one just tipped over. A bit of an out-of-system play there. Chaplin off the block, kept alive by the left arm of Prince. Jousts at the net. Chaplin off the block. Right there's Munoz. Prince with the pass right to left. Weinreis fires it through. Abel Weinreis with the kill. As Williams will sub back in to serve. Maggie Williams. Six, 4. There's a barrel on the return. Pass back for Chaplin off the tip. Moss is there behind the block. Middle pass. Behrens. No touch. Point. Warhawks. Both officials just checking to see if there was a touch. They say no. Chaplin serves to Rosenthal, who subs back into the back row. Pass back for Weinreis. That one over the block, but not much on it. Bayman with the middle pass. That one off a block. Rosenthal there to dig. Tipped over on the backhand by Emma Prince. Jalen Lurkey. Munoz. Prince. Left side pass. Weinreis with the kill. Abel Weinreis, when she gets a free swing, has been not unstoppable, but close to it at the net, and she'll go back and serve. Arizona Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. As Weinreis will get an ace. 8-5. Chaplin. Bayman. That one off the block, kept alive by Copley. Prince will get a kill. Emma Prince, the setter kill. 9-5. That one dug out. Moss puts it right back, but there's Barrel. Lurkey tips it over. That one tipped over, almost a double hit. Behrens and Prince were there. That one off the block and the kill. Toma Lorkey. As Elizabeth Copley will serve for the Warhawks, down by 3 here in the second set. Thunderbirds lead the match 1-0. That one off the top of the net, dug out. And over on 1 by Munoz. Bayman, middle pass, Ferg with the kill. Much like Weinreis, if you give Ferg a wide open chance to aim, she's not going to miss. Some extremely powerful swings for Ferg as there's an ace. And it's a 1-point second set, 8 serving 9 for Copley, and Warhawks going for their first lead of the match. Rosenthal. Prince pass back. Behrens off the block. What a play by Chaplin digging out. But then it hits the post. The net post and down. Behrens will get the kill. Point. Thunderbirds. Behrens back to kill. Or back to serve, I should say. And her and Prince both 6 rotation players. Sideline serve. There is a Toma Lorkey to Bayman. Ferg. What a play by Behrens. Keeps it alive. Moss just bumps it over, free ball to the sideline. Chaplin, Bayman. That one aimed over off the block. And then misplayed, a little bit of a tip there by Ava Prince. Point, Warhawks. Jalen Lorkey serves for Weyauwega-Fremont, looking to tie it up. Pomrenning back on the floor. Rosenthal on the return and an ace. 10-10. Warhawks again looking for their first lead. Miller's on the return. Prince to Moss. Moss just tips it over. Lorky, Ferg. That one put down by Ava Prince at the net front. Field back on the floor. Emma Prince back to serve. That one tipped back. That one blocked, but out. Off the block and the kill. Sophia McCoy on the floor for Weyauwega-Fremont, number 13. Toma Lorky serving, knuckling, dug out there by Behrens. Miller, and then just passed over by Ava Prince. It's a free ball. Ferg, dug out there. That one just tipped over by Emma Prince. Barrel with a second pass. McCoy, Miller off the ceiling. Barron stays with it. Moss over, free ball again. Sideline. Lorky, that one off the antenna and out. No, Thunderbirds in the net. I thought he was calling in the net. I stand corrected. So Thunderbirds get the serve. Ferg off the block and down. Ties it up 12-12. Ferg back to serve. Line drive, Behrens. Prince. Weinreis blocked at the net. Copley in gives Weyauwega-Fremont their first lead of the night, 13-12. Ferg hits the corner. Weinreis thought it was going to be out. It took a turn and right into that coffin corner. 14-12 Warhawks. Behrens. Prince tries to dump it and missed. 15-12. For the Warhawks. Behrens on the return to Ava Prince. Pass across and then just pass over by Emma Prince to the corner. Free ball, Ferg. Lorky. McCoy. Free ball for the Thunderbirds. Pass to the middle. Prince off the block and through. Ava Prince with the kill. Side out. Thunderbirds 13 serving 15. Libero Barrel back on the floor for Weyauwega-Fremont. Ava Prince will serve. Knuckling, that's dug out nicely by Toma Lorky. Jalen Lorky over, Prince. Prince, left side pass. That one blocked at the net and down. Kendall Pomrenning, 16-13. Bayman back out to serve. So some of the adjustments with some of her rotations for Coach Billington have worked out for the Warhawks. Munoz has the dig. Behrens tries to go cross court, and that is wide. 17-13, Weyauwega-Fremont here in the second. Munoz. Emma Prince with the pass to the left. Behrens just top spins it over. Bayman, Barrel. McCoy, that's through a block, kept alive, and then over by Behrens. Toma Lorky. That one tipped over. Prince, left side pass. Weinreis aims it through. That's dug out nicely and down, almost down. Diving play. Munoz keeps it alive. That one tipped over. And then out. Behrens, I think, is going to get credit for it. She was there with Moss. They were both calling it. As Maggie Williams will rotate in to serve. As our friends over at Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving the communities from unscrupulous contractors. They guarantee quality you can trust, as that's off the top of the net and back. The first service error of the night for Iola-Scandinavia. Chaplin back on the floor. Rosenthal back in for Williams. So Alana Chaplin serving for Weyauwega-Fremont. Rosenthal, Prince, Behrens fires it home. 15 serving 18. Weinreich back to serve. Barrel. Bayman. Top spun to Rosenthal. Weinreich. Moss with a chance. That's dug out by Chaplin. Bayman to the middle. Back row attack from Chaplin. Dug out Munoz. Prince. Moss with another chance. To the corner and through. The kill for Moss. Thunderbirds back within 2. 18-16. Weyauwega-Fremont leading here in the second set. Match is 1-0. Iola-Scandinavia. That's 25-16. Barrel on the return. That's going to be an ace. That one to our up official, who is not eligible to play the volleyball. 17-18. Ava Weinreich. Barrel. Toma Lorky. And then over. Behrens. Weinreich. Munoz just sends it through. Bayman with the pass, near side. There's a big swing. That's dug out by Rosenthal. Moss Prince just aims it to the corner all the way in. Good range there from Chaplin. And then the back pass over is short, and we're tied. 18-18, timeout. Weyauwega-Fremont. We're in the second set, all knotted up at 18 as you're watching Central Wisconsin Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Lions Remax Realty.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In every department at Doll Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Doll Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Doll Auto, simple.
$18 Weinreich continues to serve. Back row to Barrel. Bayman. Right side swing, and that's sent long. The Thunderbirds were in the net. Behrens in the net. Point, Weyauwega-Fremont. That's the side out. That one dug out, tipped over at the net by Emma Prince. Behrens. Prince. That's going to be out. A miscommunication there. 20-18. Warhawks. Copley serving. Rosenthal. Moss. Behrens. Behind the block. That one dug out. Kept alive by Toma Lorky. Chaplin will send that one wide. That'll one hop to the student section. Point. Thunderbirds. Behrens back to serve. Ava Prince back on the floor for Munoz. Trying to tie it up. 19-20. Barrel to Bayman. Big swing by Ferd. And what's the call here? They're going to replay. It went right over the antenna, and I couldn't tell from up here either where it landed. Our line judge had his view blocked by players. And Coach Krzyzewski immediately said, hey, we'll replay this one. Behrens. Long. Service error gives it back to the Warhawks. 21-19, Weyauwega-Fremont. Jalen Lorkey. Top spinner, Miller. Behrens. Over by Miller. Free ball for the Warhawks. Pass, give and go. That one dug out by Miller, but not able to get the return after that, and the kill by Toma Lorkey makes it 22-19, Weyauwega-Fremont. Rosenthal, Prince, left side pass for Ava Prince. That one dug out by Chaplin. Lorkey with the pass. Toma Lorkey long with her attempt. Side out, 20 serving 22. Thiel back on the floor. Emma Prince back to serve. Thunderbirds with 3 6 rotation players as I'm now seeing. Lorkey, back pass for Toma Lorkey. That's blocked at the net. Tipped over by Ferg. Behrens to the back row. There's Chaplin. Pass, left side swing, and that's in. Toma Lorkey with the kill, 23-20. McCoy back on the floor for Chaplin. Warhawks 2 points away from tying this matchup at 1. Moss on the receive. Ava Prince to Toma Lorkey. McCoy to the back row. There's Miller off the heating unit. And that's down and now set point for Weyauwega-Fremont. They've got 4 if needed. Behrens. That one kept alive and then not over. Miscommunication, Prince and Behrens, and the Warhawks take the second set. 25-20, and we're guaranteed a fourth, what we kind of expected heading into the match. It's 1-1 here in the Central Wisconsin East on Zaleski Sports, brought to you this evening by Lions Remax Realty.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors. When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Waupaca. Servicing all throughout central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
As we get set for the third set, Thunderbirds will have the serve in a now 1-1 match. Both teams getting ready to take the floor. This opening serve brought to you tonight by L&L Propane. For all of your propane needs in Waupaca, Wautoma, Princeton, Fremont, and the surrounding areas, turn to L&L Propane. Specializing in propane tanks, new installation, filling, repairs, moving tanks, and more. L&L Propane in Waupaca. And Michael out here, Andrew Borchard on the production side of things tonight. The numbers took the first one, 25-16. Warhawks answered back, 25-20. Not this one up, 1-1. Emma Prince to the back row. Chaplin on the return. We're back underway. Ferg through the arms of Emma Prince. For the first time tonight, the first point of the set goes to Weyauwega-Fremont. Jalen Lorkey, opening serve for the Warhawks. Top of their rotation. Miller. That one is into the net on the return. An ace for Lorkey. 2-0 Warhawks. Barons, Prince to Moss. She'll just dump it over. That one kept alive. Ferg top spins to Miller in the back row. Middle pass, Prince in. Center to right, hit from Ava Prince. And she'll get the kill. Weinreis back on the floor. Moss will serve. A Thunderbird sophomore. Barrel digs it out. Toma Lorkey to Barons. Prince sends it under the net and point Warhawks. Gabriel Toma Lorkey to serve. McCoy back on the floor. Barons, Prince, and that one into the net, point Warhawks. 4-1 Weyauwega-Fremont. Weinreis, Prince, Abel Prince from behind the 10-foot line. That one put right back down by Weinreis. The dig went right to the net front, and she sends it through as Munoz back in to serve. Might as well turn to Farmers State Bank for all of your banking needs, and Farmers is proud to support all of the Waupaca area athletes and wishes them all the very best this season. And that's Farmers State Bank. Ferg on the back pass off the block. From at the 10-foot line, that was an emphatic kill for McKenna Ferg, who will now go back to serve up by 3. 5-2 Warhawks here in the third. That's right on the line in an ace. 6-2 Weyauwega-Fremont. As they got the momentum and the confidence rising, you can see with every point for the Warhawks right now. They were down as much as 15-6 in the first set, and they've been, for the most part, in control as that's off the basketball hoops. 7-2 Warhawks. Moss on the return. Prince settles it down. Thiel, that one knuckles out. 8-2. Ferg once again serving. Knuckleball to Munoz. Moss with the pass. Then just over by Thiel. More or less free ball Warhawks. McCoy off the block. There is Weinreis. Give and go to her on the left side. She'll tip it over. Lorkey there on the dig. Tipped over then on 2 by Coplian. Weinreis with another chance. That one off the block and down. The kill on the side out for Weinreis. Maggie Williams will be in to serve. Result at Fletcher's Jewelry in downtown Waupaca is a fourth-generation locally owned jewelry store. Finding the perfect ring, necklace, earrings, watch, diamond, and so much more. So perfect for any occasion, even offering repairs. That's Fletcher's Jewelry, downtown Waupaca. Now just over free ball. Moss, Prince, Barons, barrel the dig. McCoy jousted at the net, kept alive, and into the nets was McCoy. Point Thunderbirds. Williams will serve. And that is long, a service error. Point Warhawks, 9-4, Weyauwega-Fremont. Rosenthal back in, Bayman back in. And it will be the junior Mariah Bayman who will serve. To the back row, Moss, Prince. Barons blocked at the net. Kept alive over, free ball for the Warhawks. Pass across, that one sent long by McCoy. 5 serving 9 for Ava Weinreis. That one to Toma Lorky. Tipped over on 2. Moss off the through and down. She tips it over. Aims it well behind the block. Block was back a little bit, maybe a step too much. Point Thunderbirds. With the exception of a couple of players, this is a game of just accuracy. And there's an ace for Weinreis. Makes it a 2-point game, 7 serving 9. As Chaplin's going to sub in. A defensive substitution for McCoy. So Coach Tio Billington making the sub. High pass and then just passed over by Barrel. Rosenthal. That one tight to the net and tipped down by Coplian. As that pass was tight to the net. Side out Warhawks, 10-7 Weyauwega-Fremont. Chaplin now to serve. Rosenthal, again tight pass, dumped over by Prince. Huge swing and the kill for Toma Lorky. 11-7. That might have been the best one tonight. Barrel back on the floor. Moss on the return, give and go. That's dug out off a tip by Barrel. Tipped over on 2 by Ferg. Back pass, Barons over the block. Barrel keeps it alive as much as she can, and that's down. Barons with the kill. 8 serving 11 now. As Ava Prince back on the floor. Barons is back to serve. We have a substitution issue. As I know it was after a serve where the libero had come in. It was after a point. So making sure there's not an illegal substitution. Copley, and it looks like she may have to go back in. As this is a long debate on whether the Warhawks are lined up improperly. So Copley is going to have to be on the floor. Ferg will go to the back row. So Libero's going to be out for now. So Behrens will serve when everything is locked in, ready to go. And they go to Chaplin, to Bayman. Big swing, there's Miller, and that's going to be a kill for Toma Lorky. 12-8. Copley back to serve. That one dug out by Rosenthal. Moss off the... That one is tipped back down by Ferg. 13-8. And there's a timeout for Coach Kashevsky and Iola-Scandinavia. 13-8 Warhawks in the third. You're watching Central Wisconsin East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Lions Remax Realty.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
First time out of the match taken by Iola-Scandinavia. So we're back underway. Ferg off the block, kept alive by Moss, and then over by Ava Prince to the corner and through. Ava Prince saw a spot and gets it. 9 serving 13. Thiel back on the floor. Barrel back on the floor. LeBarrel for the Warhawks. Emma Prince back to serve. We got a spot on the floor that's got to be cleaned up. Again, it is fairly warm in the gym compared to outside. 9 serving 13 for Prince. Lorky tipped over by Ava Prince. That one to the corner. There's Miller. Prince sends it over. Back row attack for Behrens. That one off of Barrel, kept alive. Lorky over. Free ball. Behrens. Prince. Ava Prince kept alive. That one tipped through Merrill. Or Miller, I should say. Moss from the left side. That one off a block. There's Bayman. Barrel. They'll go to the other side. That one cross court. There is Behrens. Prince looking for Moss. Flat-footed off the block. Kept alive. And over. And that one sent to the corner and in. Right on the sideline. For Ava Prince. Point. Thunderbirds. 10 serving 13. Match tied 1-1. Barrel. Bayman. Ferg off the block. Kendall Pomerenning back on the floor for Bayman. Jalen Lorky serves. And it's off the top of the net, kept alive, but that'll be an ace. 15-10. Warhawks. Ava Prince, Emma Prince, tipped over, and there is Toma Lorky. That one will be out on the return by Jalen Lorky, trying to tip it. Moss will serve. Weinreis back on the floor. Moss, Barrel. Toma Lorky off the block, dug out by Behrens. Moss will just send it to the back row. Chaplin, Lorky, Ferg. There is Emma Prince. Thiel with the pass. Behrens flat-footed into the net. Point, Warhawks, 16-11. McCoy back on the floor for Chaplin. Toma Lorky will serve. And then a service here into the net, gives it back. Ava Prince will serve. Barrel. Tipped over to the back corner, but long. That's out. 13-16. That one to the back corner, high. Put back down by Behrens, but right there behind the block. Nice play. Ferg tips it through. McKenna Ferg continues to dominate at the net front. Copley back on the floor for the libero as well. 17-13 Warhawks here in the third. That's going to be an ace for Ferg. And there's the second timeout for Iola-Scandinavia. Warhawks lead the third 18-13. The match is tied at 1. So you're watching Central Wisconsin Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Lions Remax Realty.
As a local fourth-generation jeweler, Fletcher's Jewelers in Waupaca has the perfect variety of diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, bracelets, and so much more. From the moment you step into the store, the service creates an experience you can't find anywhere else. In addition to beautiful new pieces, Fletcher's Jewelers also provides cleaning, repair, and restoration services to keep your existing jewelry as shiny as ever. You can't beat the beautiful selection you'll find at Fletcher's Jewelers in downtown Waupaca.
My favorite part of being in the jewelry business is really the people. Building relationships with the people and becoming part of their family, being part of their traditions.
Out of the timeout, it's a 5-point lead for the Warhawks, 18-13. McKenna Ferg, who has been a force at the net, will serve. Ferg serves to the corner. There's dug out by Munoz. Prince with the pass across, and then Fee will pass it over. Free ball for the Warhawks. Ferg. Pass back, Ferg. Back row attack into the net. Side out, Thunderbirds. Maggie Williams in to serve. Might as well, just like these players, bring their best to the court. Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home, from roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Score big, trusted local, and affordable service. Williams knuckling to the back row. Toma Lorky to Jalen Lorky. That one too far and then sent out by Weinreis. 19-14 Warhawks. Bayman back in. She will serve. Munoz. Pass across, and there's a big swing, and almost the dig, and Behrens gets the kill. 15 serving 19. Little Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. Find an agent near you. Weinreis's serve. Toma Lorky to Bayman to Jalen Lorky. There's Moss. Give and go for Moss. Left side swing off the block. Kept alive. What a play. And McCoy over. What a nice play there by the Warhawks. Moss with another chance. That one into the corner. Tipped over. Rosenthal with the pass. Moss with another chance. That one off a tip. That one tipped over, and Warhawks are in the net, and it's Bayman. They're back within 3. Weinreis will continue to serve. Down 3. Jalen Lorky to Toma Lorky. Then Lorky again. Munoz in the corner. Prince passes to the middle. Weinreis from the back row just sets it over. Bayman with the pass. That one dug out by Rosenthal. Weinreis in play, keeps it alive. Rosenthal, high bump off the speaker, and that'll be point Warhawks. Chaplin back in, up by 4, 20-16. Dug out by Miller. Moss through. That one hops the athletic director, Dave Judds. Now roll behind the benches. 17 serving 20 for Barons. And you expect these two teams fairly evenly matched. That one through Miller. Misplay there. Coplian gets the kill. 21-17 Warhawks. And now Ferg gets back on the floor. As Williams is going to be in, subbing back in for Rosenthal to the back row. Miller on the return. Pass across. That one sent to the back row. Copley and Bayman all the way across. There is Barons. Prince to the middle. Ava Prince is blocked by Ferg at the net. Once again, McKenna Ferg in complete control of everything at the net. 22-17, Weyauwega-Fremont. And there's a service error. Field back in. Emma Prince will serve. To the sideline it goes. Toma Lorky. Third off the block. Dugout. Moss off the block. That's behind there. Dugout by Bayman. Barrel. That one's sent to the corner. There's Barons. Prince. Feel. Just tips it over. It did not get to the net. 4 hits. Point. Warhawks. 23-18. She'll bring Pomerenning back onto the floor. Jalen Lorky serving. Barons, Prince, Moss. It does not get over. Another chance. 4 hits, and now Warhawks have set points, and they have 6 of them. Ava Prince, Emma Prince. Give and go. Ava Prince into the net. Point, set. Weyauwega-Fremont 25-18. They now take a 2-1 lead in the match and a chance to close it out. You are watching Central Wisconsin East Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight, Lions Remax Realty.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
It's more than a job. It's semi-annual bonus, free medical clinic, free gym membership, retirement plan contribution, 11 paid holidays, and benefits start on day 1. Apply today. electrical and mechanical maintenance and production jobs. At Weyauwega Foundry, make iron castings the world uses and trusts. Visit jobs.weyauwegafoundry.com. Equal opportunity employer. Women and minorities encouraged to apply.
We go to the fourth. Warhawks 1 set away from taking the match. They're up 2-1. Iola-Scandinavia took the first 25-16, but then it was 25-20, 25-18 for Weyauwega-Fremont. There's now pressure on Iola-Scandinavia to try and keep this match going and force a fifth. And glad to have you joining us tonight, wherever you may be. Mike Whelan here with Andrew Borchert in the Thunderdome. Jalen Lorkey will serve to start things off for Weyauwega-Fremont. Upon Renning, Ferg, Chaplin, Barrel, and Toma Lorkey on the floor with her. Here's Ava Prince. Will start things off with a kill for Iola-Scandinavia. Third time in 4 sets. Thunderbirds started off with the first point. She'll be joined by Emma Prince, Moss, Behrens, Miller, and Charlotte Iserman is back on the floor as that is down. So Iserman, who did not play in either of the first 3 sets, gets the start here. Prince's serve to Barrel in the back row. Pass. Right side swing dug out by Sienna Miller. Moss with the pass. Iserman, a left-handed swing is short. Point Warhawks. That one just hit off the fingertips and just didn't get there. McCoy will be back in for Chaplin. As Embryo Toma Lorkey is served for the Warhawks. That's kept alive. Barons, Prince, and Prince. Lorkey, that one off a block diving, kept alive by 2 different players. Here's Iserman, left-handed swing, kept alive. What a nice play there by Toma Lorkey. Miller in the back row on the return. Prince to the middle to Ava Prince. She was with her left hand, kept alive, and then tipped over, and no. Double hit called on McCoy. Side out, Weinreis back in. That's an ace for Maggie Moss. 4-1 Thunderbirds here in the fourth. Trying to force the decider. Barrel. Long run, that's down, back to back for Moss. 5-1. We'll get a sub. LeBarrel's going to be out. Barrel will head to the bench. Copley checking back in. Take her spot on the floor. Moss, top spinner, dug out by Toma Lorkey. Big swing long. No touch. 6-1. Obviously, Iola-Scandinavia has to win this set to keep the match going, but if they can win it convincingly, they could put momentum back on their side for the decider. Put a little more pressure on the Warhawks. And then a misplay and an ace. And once again, Barrel will be right back in. So Coach Billington trying to find that right strategy in that back row. Let's give a little breather to Josie Barrel. And that is Jess Long, a service error. Side out for Ferg. And once again, Libero out, Copley and back into the front row now. Moss can't return, it's an ace. Warhawks hold on. I don't think there's any doubt who our Highlight House player of the match is. McKenna Ferg has been exceptional. Both in the front row and then as the serve. That's a line drive missile of a serve, and it's another ace. Dominance from the senior. Now when she tried to just get it over again, but it's off the top of the net and back. Service error. Gives it back for the Thunderbirds. Munoz is in. She will serve for Ava Prince. Along with Iserman, Behrens, Weinreis, Emma Prince, and Moss. Munoz is to the back row. Spinning play kept alive by Toma Lorky. And that's down, dug out by Munoz. Kept alive again by Behrens. Moss to the back row. There's Barrel. Lorky. McCoy. That's into the net. (9-4). Barrel. McCoy off the block. Weinreis going to get a give and go. Left side. Aimed it to the back row. Somehow kept alive, but it's not going to get back to the net. Toma Lorky did her best. 10-4. Munoz to the back row. Barrel. McCoy into the nets. Chaplin's going to check back in for McCoy after back-to-back hitting errors. 11-4. Munoz. That one was just in and put right back down by Brooklyn Behrens. 12-4, timeout, Weyauwega-Fremont. Thunderbirds are doing what they need to keep this match going. Warhawks looking to stem the tide. We're in the fourth on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Lions Remax Realty.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Out of the timeout, back underway, and the tip is into the net by Behrens. Point and side out for the Warhawks. Bayman back on the floor. She will serve. Renning will get a break. Moss on the return for Emma Prince to the middle. Weinreis. That's tipped at the net by Copeland. Bayman. That one to the corner. There's Emma Prince to keep it in play. Moss. Weinreis aims it off the block and down. Copeland with the block. 6 serving 12. Couple of points out of the timeout for Weyauwega-Fremont. Moss. Prince. Back pass for Iserman. Tomo Lorky. Bayman. Copeland. Emma Prince. Munoz to the right side. Off the antenna by Weinreis. 7 serving 12. Bayman will continue to serve. That one dug out. Prince to Iserman. That one over the block and into the net is Iserman. Point Warhawks. 4 straight out of the timeout. That one had some side spin on it. Prince, back row for Moss. There's Jalen Lorky. Bayman passes it to Chaplin. Moss. Prince. to Behrens. That's Barrel. Bayman. That one blocked by Behrens. Back over and right into the corner by Chaplin. 5 straight out of the timeout. Nine serving 12. Bayman. Dug out by Munoz. Prince to Weinreis. That is kept alive by Bayman on a spinning play. Barrel to Chaplin. Moss in that corner. Prince. Weinreis off the net and through. Weinreis with the kill. Gets the side out. 13-9. Williams will serve. This is not the only match going on tonight. That one dug out by Lorkey. Tipped right back over by Behrens. Jousted the net. Behrens again. But this time they're saying Behrens was in the net. So net violation. Points. Warhawks. Third set in Amherst. They're up 2-1 on Shiocton. Soccer action. Eau Claire. That one's an ace for Chaplin. Back within 2. Eau Claire Memorial took down Eau Claire North 5-0 in the soccer volleyball action. In the decider in Wausau, Newman Catholic and Auburndale, both 2-2 in that match. Weinreis launches that one too long, and it's a 1-point game, 13-12. Earlier this evening, Wrightstown swept Waupaca 3-0. That one kept alive. Barrel into the bench, keeps it alive. Chaplin over. Give and go. Weinreis cross court. There's Barrel again. That one tipped left short by Toma Lorkey. Point Thunderbirds. So Wrightstown sweeps Waupaca in the Northeastern Conference. Great Northern Conference volleyball. Mosinee swept Rhinelander. That one aimed to the back row. There's Rosenthal. Moss. Prince will just send it all the way toward the corner. What a play by Chaplin. Keeps it alive. Barrel. And over. Free ball. Moss from the left. Tips it with the left. There is Bayman. Barrel. Toma Lorkey gets it over. Rosenthal. Prince to the middle for Behrens. Aims it off the block and down. Behrens with the kill. 15-12 Thunderbirds. Soccer action from Wisconsin Rapids. Looks like that one ended in a tie. Weinreis to the back row. Barrel. What a play. Munoz self-defense. Moss over. Free ball Warhawks. Chaplin. Bayman to the middle. Copley blocked at the net by Behrens. 16-12 Thunderbirds here in the fourth. Ava Weinreis. And an A almost. What a play to keep it alive. And then through. That had ace all over. And somehow the deflection got through the hands of Munoz. Point Warhawks. Copley back out there to serve, and Ferd back on the floor. Moss with the setup. Sends it long. Just long. 16-14 now. Rosenthal. Behrens. Rosenthal from the back row. Kept alive by Copley to Lorkey. Chaplin over. Free ball. Munoz. Prince. Back pass. Behrens. Down. Brooklyn Behrens with the kill. 17-14, Ava Prince. Back onto the floor. Barrel back onto the floor. Behrens knuckling long. By maybe half a foot. Just a bit too far to that orange back line. Pomerenning back onto the floor for Weyauwega-Fremont. Ava Prince, Emma Prince, give and go. Prince to the back line and through. Ava Prince with the kill. 18-15 Thunderbirds here in the fourth. Iserman back out there. She'll sub back in for Rosenthal. Emma Prince, top of the rotation, back to serve. Big swing, side spinner to Behrens. Now Moss with a chance through the block and down. Ferg almost got another one. It gets just off of her, just not quite enough to get it back over. 19-15. Emma Prince to the back row. Cross court missing. Point Thunderbirds. 20-15. Thunderbirds first to 20 here in the set as McCoy coming back onto the floor for Chaplin. Barrel. Lorky. Ferg. Yep. Ferg with another kill. Back within 4. Toma Lorky back to serve. Down for 16, serving 20. Miller avoids the rafters. Prince. Moss just punches it over. Kept alive by Ferg on the deflection. Not enough. Point. Thunderbirds. Weinreis back onto the floor. Moss will serve. Chaplin back on the floor for McCoy. 21-16. Moss knuckling. Ferg, calm as ever, keeps it alive. Tipped right back over. Prince to Prince. Iserman with the left. There's Lorky. Barrel with the pass. Chaplin, long. Good read that time. 22-16. Timeout Warhawks here in the fourth. As you're watching Central Wisconsin Conference Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Lions Remax Realty.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Out of the timeout, set to resume play. Thunderbirds 3 points away from forcing a decider. It is Moss. Into the back row. Chaplin. Ferg just passes it over. Moss, that was close, keeps it alive. Prince. Iserman to the back corner. Through Lorky and down. 23-16. McCoy coming back in. Maggie Moss, the sophomore, looking for 2 more points to force a 5th set. That one brought back, aimed over. Moss is there. To Prince. Weinreis. Somehow that's kept alive. Lorky. Behrens. Middle pass. Prince tips it through. Kept alive. Ferg top spins it. There's Moss. Prince. Pass for Iserman. That's blocked at the net and down. Ferg. Now Copeland back on the floor, 17 serving 23. It's Ferg. Moss. Prince brings it back, and then that's not going to make it over. 18-23. McKenna Ferg with undoubtedly right now the MVP of the match. Continues to serve. That one dug out by Behrens. Here is Ava Prince, cross-court dugout. Lorky. Moss. Weinreis. There's Toma Lorky. Ferg from the back row. Moss right there. Prince with the pass. Iserman through the left. That one off the block, kept alive. McCoy with a chance. That's blocked at the net, did not get over. 4 hits, set, point, Thunderbirds. And who's serving? Moss was last. So it's going to be Ava Prince to try and end it and force the 5th. She has 6 set points. Chaplin back on the floor. And it's off the top of the net and back. Service error. Munoz will check back in now as the DS. Bayman coming back in. She's going to need to go on a run. She's going to need 5 straight points. Otherwise, we're playing 5. Moss, Prince, Weinreis, let's play 5. 25-19, Thunderbirds take the 4th, and we will have a decider. It'll be the 1st to 15, as we're going to keep things here for now and see who gets the serve, and then we will step aside. I just want to see so we know for sure who gets it. Players out discussing with our officials. The captains discussing things. As it looks like Thunderbirds, I think, are going to get the serve. We'll find out when we return. 5th set on the way. You're watching Central Wisconsin Volleyball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Lions Remax Realty.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors. When it comes to propane, this is the best time of the year. Get your fill scheduled before the winter weather sets in, and you'll be glad you did with L&L Propane in Weyauwega. Servicing all throughout Central Wisconsin, no matter the size of your propane need, L&L can get you set and ready for your home needs, business needs, crop drying, and so much more. Don't get caught paying those late season prices for your propane this year. Just call L&L Propane at 800-924-5975. That's 800-924-5975 for the best propane price of the year.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
5th set underway. Thunderbirds start with the serve. Miller on the return after a free ball. Pass across for Moss. That one sent to the back corner, off the back wall and down. First point. Iola-Scandinavia. We got our second match of the night here on Zaleski Sports, going to a 5th. Jess wrapping up in Wausau. Newman Catholic 16-14 takes the match over Auburndale, the Merrillwood South. Lorkey keeps it alive and then just passed over by Toma Lorkey. Middle pass for Prince. Past the block, and it's touched. That's a point. Ava Prince with the kill. 2-0 Thunderbirds. Emma Prince serving. And Miller, Behrens, Iserman, Ava Prince, and Moss on the floor. There's Moss. That's back over on one. Bayman with the pass. Ferd What a dig by Behrens, keeps it alive. Emma Prince gets it over. That has been almost an automatic point all night. Miller, Moss from the left side, sends it to the middle. There's Chaplin. Bayman, Ferg with a tip. And this time, she adjusts and gets the kill. Jalen Lorkey, the top of the rotation. As Pomerenning back onto the floor as well for the Warhawks. That is long, no touch. Behrens at the last second gets out of the way. Weinreich back onto the floor. Moss. Chaplin. Lorkey. Ferg. What a play by Emma Prince. But then it goes off the top then and out. 2 serving 3. Embryo Toma Lorkey will serve for the Warhawks. To Ava Prince. Moss keeps it alive, but it's an ace. We're tied, 3-3. Both teams 1-1 in conference play. Prince in the corner. Iserman dug out by Barrel. That one blocked by Weinreich. Pomerenning with the swing. Weinreich gets the block. Munoz is in. She will serve. Senior Maya Munoz up by 1. 4-3 here in the decider. Top spinner to Barrel. Lorkey. Huge swing. Chaplin. Tied up again. 4-4. And now here's Ferg back row. Ferg has been the best serve for the Warhawks this match, and not only the best hitter. That one knuckles to Munoz, and it's an ace. From where we stand here on the balcony, you could see that ball dancing through the air. With absolutely no spin. This time she goes to the other side. And a miscommunication between Weinreich, Moss, and Prince. 6-4. Then ace for Ferg. Weinreich had shifted up in the pass window to where she had vacated. That one and back to back to back. An immediate timeout by Coach Houston Kajewski. 7-4 Warhawks in the 5th. You're watching. We're going to keep things here the rest of this match. We'll keep things here for this one. Our second match of the night on Zaleski Sports has gone to 5. This time, earlier it was the Merrillwood South, Newman Catholic taking down Auburn down. Now here in the CWC East. Thunderbirds took the first set, 25-16, and then it was back-to-back for the Warhawks, 25-20 and then 18. To keep the match alive, Thunderbirds took 25-19 in the 4th, but after a back-and-forth start, 3 straight aces for McKenna Ferg give the Warhawks the lead, 7-4, leading to the first timeout. For Iola-Scandinavia here in the 5th. It is the senior, McKenna Ferg, who has been so dominant the entire match. Moss kept alive, over, free ball to the back row. Copley in, down, 8-4. Tie running short, 7 points away for the Warhawks. And that's an ace, 9-4. 4 out of 5 for McKenna Ferg. This is the must-have point if you want to come back in this one, if you're Iola-Scandinavia. Shallow serve, Moss settles it down. Behrens to the back row. What a diving play. First by Toma Lorky and then Ferd. Weinreis off the block, dug out again and back over. Weinreis, another chance. That one tipped over behind the block. There's Lorky. Pass back. Pomerenning tips. Moss is there. Emma Prince. Iserman with the left hand to the back row. She sends it into the cafeteria. 10-4 Warhawks. The first team to that round number has won every set. Thunderbirds were the first to 20 in the first and the fourth. Warhawks in the second and third. Weyauwega-Fremont the first to 10 here in the fifth. 5 points away from the match. Weinreis a high receive. And that's in the nets. Point Thunderbirds on the lift. Maggie Williams in to serve, down by 5. Thunderbirds need a run from their serving specialist. Lorky from Chaplin. Ace. 6, serving 10. Williams for Chaplin. Keeps it alive to Lorky. Pomerenning sends it over. That one kept alive. Williams from the back row to the corner and down. 7, serving 10. Maggie Williams gets a couple of points. She's joined on the floor by Munoz, Emma Prince, Behrens, Weinreis, and Moss. Chaplin again. There's Barrel. Copley in, can't get it over. It's back with it a pair. 8, serving 10. Longest run at the line for Williams tonight. 4 in a row. Ace. Miscommunication. Timeout. Weyauwega-Fremont again. We're keeping things here this entire fifth set. 1 point separates these two teams now. 10-9 Warhawks. Both teams down to a single timeout. As we play here in the fifth. The decider. Again, this one is to 15. It was 10-4. The side out and then 4 straight points at the line for Williams, including a kill. So senior Maggie Williams trying to tie it up. To the corner it goes. Chaplin, give and go. She punches it over. Give and go. Aimed through, kept alive, tipped over and in by Copley. What a spectacular play for the side out. That is incredible. Bayman back in to serve. (11-9) Warhawks. Service error. Back we go. Weinreis will serve, down 1. I should also mention as well, this is win by 2. It is not first past the post. Weinreis. Rotation violation. Point. Thunderbirds were tied. 11-11. Ava Weinreis. To the corner. Barrel is there to dig it out. Bayman, high pass. That one sent toward Weinreis. Middle pass. Behrens off the block and through. 12-11 Thunderbirds. 3 points away now. Again, they were down 10-4. It's been an 8-1 run. Weinreis. Copley in behind the block. Prince with the pass. Moss with the tip. Kept alive and out. Point Thunderbirds 13-11. Chaplin coming back in. Ava Weinreis. That was tipped at the net by Copley. Tipped back over. Moss is there to keep it alive. Then Prince to the back row. Toma Lorky tipped over by Copley. Diving play Weinreis. Moss from the left side to the back row. Toma Lorky. Bayman. That one just popped over Williams. Middle pass. Behrens. Match point Thunderbirds. And the final timeout of the match taken by Weyauwega-Fremont and Coach Teal Billington trying to settle things down. It is a 10-1 run for the Thunderbirds. Between the duo and the service line of Maggie Williams and Ava Weinreis. It'll be Weinreis to serve. Thunderbirds have 3 match points. Ava Weinreis. Barrel keeps it alive. Bayman. Chaplin. And it's out! And this match is over. Iola-Scandinavia gets the win, 15-11 in comeback fashion here in the 5th set. Stay tuned. Iola-Scandinavia Foundry post-game shows on the way next. We'll be down on the floor with Coach Houston Kijewski and a victorious Thunderbird player when we return on Zaleski Sports.
The mission at Weyauwega Foundry is to provide all of the world with our great quality castings.
I think it'd be kind of hard to find this sort of environment working anywhere else. It's a little bit different than your typical factory setting.
People think that we just pour, we pour a few castings, but like here at Plant 1, we're pouring, 3,000 different parts.
There's a lot to learn, and it's fascinating. When I started and I said that to myself, well, if I don't give it a shot and I don't try out the job, I won't know if I actually like it.
I stay because of my team leader and my foreman and the guys I work with over there. They make it fun and easy and interesting. They're willing to help, they're willing to teach. They give you the time to learn.
As long as you show up, you do what you're supposed to, you ask questions, and you put your best foot forward, you literally can keep moving up.
One of the things that has kept me tied to the company is how do you feel? When you go every day to a place, you belong to a team, you have opportunity for growth, that's the right place to be.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
Weyauwega has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. They've sent me to school. I have an associate's degree now. I take pride in that because I've always wanted to have a college degree, and now I have it, and Weyauwega has supplied that to me.
I feel like we are an elite team that keeps this place running in Melton Iron, and I like to feel part of something bigger.
I enjoy working with everybody. I love being up here in Wisconsin.
It's like a brotherhood. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's looking out for everyone.
The people that make up Weyauwega Foundry are just really genuine, hard-working people.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
We build a good sense of camaraderie with our teams, so it just allows for a more well-rounded and healthy work environment.
It's not just a job, it's a career.
What our differentiator is, Weyauwega is a company, first it has a welcoming culture. So no matter what your background is, if you are coming, willing to do your job and contribute to the company growth and also growth yourself, you will find the right place.
We make products that help people. I don't ever want to have to worry that you get in your vehicle and you go home and something breaks or fails because we didn't do something right on our process. It all matters.
Weyauwega Foundry, it's one of the largest iron foundries in the world, and it's right here in Weyauwega, and I love that.
Your Weyauwega Foundry post-game show starts now. To jumpstart your career, go to jobs@weyauwega-foundry.com. Michael here with Coach Krzyzewski and Ava Prince. And Coach, talk about the emotions going into the first of fourth set, knowing you had to have that one to keep going, and then after the timeout when it was 10-4 in the fifth.
Well, our track record going isn't as great as we want it to be, so we were a little nervous, especially then when we were down 4-10. They just dug deep. They kept playing and trusting each other, running plays, and they weren't afraid to keep swinging.
And we were talking before the match. He said most coaches say to you they play their best match against you guys, and I think that happened again tonight. I guess what did it take for you guys to handle another team's best shot and to come out on top?
I think it was just the trust that the girls have in each other that kind of showed. We tried a new rotation tonight, and they really handled that well, and they just trusted each other, and they knew they could keep swinging.
And such a senior-heavy team as well. Girls who have played together for such a long time together, years and years now. Is talk about the trust that class has, that they've all stayed through 4 years. They've all been together on this varsity team, and now results are starting to pay off.
Absolutely. So again, it's the trust. They know it's almost like they can read each other's minds out there. They know if Ava's running something, whatever. They all know what they're doing out there. They all know each other. They know what they're doing themselves. They know what the other person's doing. So it pays off.
And how big of a boost is this to get this win in 5, going on the road now on Thursday to kind of carry that momentum the next couple of days?
This was a huge win. We really needed it. Would have loved to do it in 3, but give the fans a show. We did it in 5.
And then last thing I got to talk about your serving. You didn't have an error until halfway through the second set. You guys were on point, it seemed like, for most of the match. And at the end, it was those serves that got you the comeback to win it.
We are practicing our aggressive serves. We are doing pressure serves. We're making sure that we're not afraid to make mistakes. So a lot of the serves were still aggressive. Even the ones that we did miss, I know that they were aggressive misses. So I was proud of our team for that.
Absolutely, Coach. What a match. What a win tonight, and good luck down the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Ava Prince, our Highlight House player of the match in this one. Just talk about that fifth set. What was it like in the timeout? You're down 4-10, and you guys know you have some of your best serves coming up. I guess what's that attitude coming out knowing that you have to turn things around now?
Yeah, our confidence just needed to go up, our energy needed to go up, and everything like that.
And for you especially, one of the seniors, there's so many of your classmates on this team with you. What's it like playing with so many of your classmates?
It feels so good. Like, we all know what each other's like, so we know, like, if they're down, we can get them up easily.
And then going back to that final point, it's a judgment call whether that's in or out. I guess what's going through your head as you see the ball through the air to that knowing maybe a foot and this match is over?
We just really have to trust that we're calling it in and they're not going to touch it and everything like that.
And then lastly, I got to ask, what's the emotion on that final point? What's that sigh of relief like when you know that you've got to win?
It was amazing. I loved it.
So I'm going to do one last thing. I explained to you during the break, so you see our camera up there. I'm going to give you this. I'll count you down, 3, 2, 1. Go, I'm Ava Prince, and I'm in the house.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Ava Prince, and I'm in the house.
Great job, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Good.